Hey everybody, this is Alice or SamAgent625 welcoming you back to another live stream. I hope you've all been doing well. I've had an exhausting week and a half. Currently alone. There's somebody else in the VC, but I don't think they're around at the moment. Somebody else should be joining soon, but hopefully this doesn't crash my game. And it did. I'm not surprised. This happens. Minecraft is not like this at all. Also, the launcher isn't showing. Okay. Need to reopen all of it. Okay, so I don't care about the crash report. To those of you that were there earlier, I premiered the next episode, the third episode in the Mystery of Herobrine series. Third episode of chapter 3 specifically. If you haven't watched it, I'd go check it out. You don't have to watch the whole thing. You could watch the first, say, 70, 80 seconds. I'm quite proud of myself for that portion of it. I had an idea of what I wanted to do, because I wanted to do a recap. Because I had been doing those, I wanted to do some sort of recap, and then I realized I never made like an intro sequence. And so I ended up making that, and the moment like I had the right music for it and everything was all put together, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so great. The audio track I believe I used is called Dance of the U-Boat. I had to splice the audio together in Audacity, since the two segments that I used aren't actually next to each other in the track of the in the music itself. You have to, there's a whole section in between them. Oh yeah, this isn't good. Minecraft is crashing. Okay. I'll see if I can figure this out. The first thing we're gonna check is actual logs. Crash reports, here we go. Oh, doesn't do crash reports anymore. Fun. Logs, okay. Date modified. Here we go, latest log. I miss the old launcher with its old crash report, because it actually made sense. This isn't making any sense. My only thinking is that since it's not popping out, that maybe it's like a memory issue, which unfortunately there isn't much I can do for that. Yeah, it might be a memory issue. Not memory issue. CPU issue? Okay, Minecraft's loading up. If it does this again, I think I might know what the issue is. It's not saying a memory issue, but this could still cause it, I think. I'll go change. Okay. Well, we got it. Just be careful now. Okay. And we're in. Yay. Okay. Alright, so this is Fox's Minecraft server. We had another one. It started with one, and then something happened with the save file. And then we had another one that we were gonna like do a mix of like starting out with just a bunch of buildings that we did in creative, and then we would go into survival and play through it. So it was like if you like place anything down or whatever, it has to be more for aesthetic purposes. It can't be like helping you get further along in the game. And then that one became outdated. And we still have all the files, but it's outdated. So we're now on a new Minecraft server for 1.19. And I don't know what I want to do yet. Okay, let's see. I already have an idea for what I want to do for a house. Problem is I would like to be able to like just completely live underwater, which would require me getting that core thing. I have the Heart of the Sea. I have 2 of them now. I just need to get Nautilus shells, and they're a pain to get. So I think in the meantime, probably do a lot of resource getting. So why don't we do that? Why don't we get some resources? And by that I mean get a couple of axes, and then we'll head to the surface. There's a convoluted way to get out of here. Unfortunately, I don't have enough air bubble time to go that way. But there is this other route, this makeshift route that leads back up to the surface. So everybody else is on the server. They're just elsewhere at the moment. Ooh, okay. Did not mean to do that. Okay, come on. Nice. Oh, interesting. I don't have my hoe on me at the moment. There we go. So, where's the... Oh my gosh, we got a while. Okay. My thinking is cutting down like almost an entire forest, pretty much. Get a bunch of trees first. I also have the court. I found a geode. Is that what, if that's what they're called? These are the few blocks I took with me. But I have the coordinates, so I can get back there someday. It was very pretty. I guess we just chill here and wait. Wait for daylight. We got what? Maybe 5, 7 minutes? Oh. Oh, it was carrying a Nautilus shell. I thought it was carrying like a chicken breast or something. Yay. Yeah, it seems like... Honestly, what I might end up doing is creating like a mob farm. But they all just like they all fall into like water and drown essentially. I think that's what I might end up doing. Cause the zombies will turn into drowned. And drowned have an 8% chance of spawning with a Nautilus shell. And I think you have a... Honestly, I think you have a higher chance of getting Nautilus shells from drowned than you do by trying to fish for them. I'm kind of terrified to crash Minecraft. I'm trying to be as careful as possible. But I wanted to throw on music. There we go. I'm glad I had that set up. The it shows what it's currently playing. Granted, if I minimize the screen, it might not update at all, so guess we'll see when the next song plays. I'm curious where the others are at. I think Fox is in his new base. This is kind of like a temp base for anybody who wants to like rest at. Cupcake might be in her base. I think she made one. I know that she's been trying to get stuff from the Nether. So we're gonna go. Okay, where is this trident wielding maniac? Well, we got a bar of copper from that. Not exactly worth it. Oh, I don't think I have it shuffling. Well, this ought to be interesting. I'm curious how far away you have to get in order for it to... Oh boy. Good. Okay. Alright, this should be sufficient. We're gonna... I don't know where I want to go and do this at. I don't really want to do it at spawn. So I think we'll go over here. Hi, Doggo! Oh, Doggo! Here. Here. Aww. Aww. Remember when I used to play in a, it was a creative world, I think. We each had our own, it was me and then, my friend and her younger brother. And we built like our own little, I don't even know what what the idea was behind these, but we built like we had our own little areas. We could build whatever we wanted. And I had so many dogs. Because my parents had access to Family Tree Maker. And I had put all of my dogs in said Family Tree Maker. I kept track of like which dogs I had mated together, like whose young was whose, that type of thing. Oh, I need a name for you. Those were simpler times. I say that as if my life is complicated, which it kinda is, but it's still simple. I wake up, I have work I need to get done, and then I can play video games. Well, I think that's my intro music, is it not? It is. If you bark enough, I'll probably give you a name. I want to give you a good name. A name you deserve for being the best doggo ever. Taking care not to cut down the trees that have a beehive attached to them. I don't really want to leave a floating beehive. That just seems weird. And until I get Silk Touch, I don't want to break any of the hives. So, well, hi. So something interesting. This is a bit of a spoiler warning for the Mystery of Herobrine series. Granted, the Adventure Map series has existed for a few years. Like 2 years, I think, at this point. It's been out for a while. So if you haven't played it yourself, you're missing out. The main series ends with Chapter 3. I know that Chapters 4 and 5 are prequels. I'm not entirely certain how Chapter 6 fits into any of it. My guess is it takes place after the events of Chapter 3. There's another puppers. Oh, but I don't have any bones. Also, are you here, Cupcake? I thought I heard something. Must be my imagination. I hear quite a lot of stuff. It's nothing. But there's another doggo and I can't make it happy. I know. The doggo would make great friends. Okay. And speaking of chapters 4, 5, and 6, I have not played any of them. And so I think after I upload the final part to chapter 3, I'm not saying I'll do this, but I may, if I'm convinced. I might stream playing through each of those chapters. You can... I'm working on how I'm recording them, and I think by the time I record chapter 4, what it's going to be more is the initial playthrough. It might be recorded just so I can get like an idea of like where everything is. And then the actual recording will be me going back through it, like replaying it, knowing what I need to do. And I think that's what I'm probably gonna end up doing. Because right now I was recording based on my recordings were more of a playthrough mindset, and that's fine if I'm just doing like, this is my playthrough of this series, but my series has evolved to much more than just that, or at least I'm trying to make it more than just that. So another thing is I'm gonna need to find more music. What I have is okay, but I think I would say the biggest issue with what I have is a lot of my music is mainly classical based, and it's because I was using the music for streaming purposes. Now that was really the whole point of me going through the YouTube creator audio library, was to find music that didn't have any licenses, or like that I could use without having to like get a license essentially to use it, or get permission to use it. And so I have music that is soothing, easily puts me to sleep. Which honestly is a surprise even to myself. But it's not all of it's useful for like the epic battle scenes. Behind the scenes of the Rusty fight, that was a pain. Because it's like, it's so uninteresting. I'm going through clicking bunch of levers over and over and over again to get the correct pattern in order to turn on a light, essentially. Or get a light ready to be charging a light so I can turn them on. And if it wasn't for the fact that it was a boss battle, which is sort of crucial to the plotline. Also, yeah, it isn't updating, so I'm gonna go see if maybe unminimizing it will get it to consistently update. Oh. I know why. I know why. I know what's going on. I know what's going on. Okay. Leave it like that. And then we'll do this. Maybe it'll update now. Duh. There we go. I got a decent amount of wood. I say you come with me. Let's go. But yeah, and so it's like I have to leave it in because it is sort of crucial to the plot. Because you'll all find out 2 weeks from now why. There's a reason. That reason will get stated. Also, I have no idea where my dog is gonna spawn in at. Right there. Got it. Okay. Let's, we're gonna make a resources chest. Right there. We'll put in all of our wood. Put in our saplings. And put that and that. More saplings. Okay. There we go. Aww. But yeah, so... Oh, hi. Hi! Aww. Oh, you can't actually sit there. Can you come over here? No, there goes the doggo. Yeah, so I was like, I have to make this interesting. And so I struggled with trying to find music. There's one track I had that was like, okay, maybe I could use this. It's 4.5 minutes long. It'll get me through, like, the rest of the video. And I was like, that's okay. It wasn't a great track. It was okay. And then I was watching, I'm like, I'm falling asleep watching this fight. So I went back and I'm like, okay, why don't we do like a mixture? And so I was like, what can I do for the ending? That's where I decided, you know what? I normally use Fusion of Dole. I believe it's what it's called. I normally use that as my outros for like my streams, and I've used it as an outro for like normal, like regular gameplay videos. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'll use that. I tried it. Like I figured out where to put it at. I'm like, this actually works. This is good. And it was a matter of how do I start it out? Because I had an idea of like how I wanted like the intro of the fight to have its own music, and then the majority of the fight have its own music, and then the exit would have like its own. So on and so forth. And I wouldn't say it's my best work. But it's better than watching it without any music. I will give it that much. Oh, I hope you enjoy the bed. Alright. Where are we at in depth? 50. Alright. Well, this is certainly something. I recognize that tower. Time to keep going down. And here it is. I forgot to get a shovel. Granted, my only shovel is, like, not worth it, honestly. It's a gold shovel that I got from a ruined portal. The thing breaks so easily, it's not worth it. I apologize in advance if you can hear me yawn. I'm not meaning to. I think this game just does a really good job at me making me want to go to bed. And the music at times doesn't necessarily help. It's not because it's boring, quite the opposite. It's just very relaxing, I guess would be the best way to describe it. I'm waiting for the day that they introduce, like, the update. The update where you could, like, dig your way down to the Nether. Or dig your way down to hell. That would be cool. They're already making it so you can, like, travel so deep. Because we're at what it used to be diamond level. And we are in a cavern. That I feel like I've been in before. Oh yeah, I have. So down there is an entrance to, I think the amethyst thing is somewhere in the middle there. Oh. Phone's going off. That is not how you spell that. Okay. I think what we do is we have our own little bridge. Eerie noise. Lots of eerie noises. Oh, we're already getting down a deep slate. Nice. Okay. So I guess something interesting that I'm trying to work on. And depending on if anybody gets back, like I might decide to switch over to something else. But something I've been trying to work on is it hurts to do this, but I'm trying to do an 100%, I can talk, 100% a darkness run for Poppy Playtime. Currently I'm just doing no major skips because I don't want to learn the glitches and major skips and stuff that are used inbounds and out of bounds for the other categories. But currently, I would say my weak spot, I would say. My weak spot is the last two mini games. Statues shouldn't be a problem. I just need to memorize my movement through the tunnels. Because you need to go through the hard one, you need to get the statue and whatnot. But Whack-A-Huggy. I don't know if you've tried turning your brightness all the way down and trying to do that mini game. It is impossible. You could hear where they're at and still have no idea if you're hitting them or not. So that one I'd be willing to like sit down and stream as I do with my brightness turned on, figure out a position where I can feasibly hit every single tunnel. Because I will have cues or like clues like as to where I'm facing. So I just need to know, given the direction I'm facing, where the tunnels are at, essentially. But other than that, I would say that most of it's decently easy. I've already like sat down and figured, okay, so if I'm facing this angle, I can get the experiment. I think it's 1008. I forget what the experiment, the claw the claw statue, essentially. I already figured out what ain't, like, where I need to be facing to get the claw statue. When I was practicing, I was just trying to do like a dry run. Like turn on brightness and turn it off in sections if I absolutely had to. And I went through statues and I thought I was doing well, and then all of a sudden the Paka Pillar jump scared me. My heart had. I was like, you know, I'm done. I'm done. I can't take it anymore. Oh. I think we're above some lava, by the way. But we're also negative 48. So fun times. I say we head back up. Wait, I have another pickaxe. But I don't have I need more torches. That's what I need first. I'm gonna go dump some stuff off and get some torches. Ugh. I haven't been paying attention, but if I remember Astral Spiff, he was doing he was like trying to do the mommy chase scene, like all sections of it. I don't know if he did all of them or just the last one, but I think he did all 3 sections. Blindfolded, and he was successful. And I don't know if he's gone any further than that. If he has been practicing, like, in his off time. Like, when he's not streaming or recording videos. And he's been practicing. I wish him the best of luck, because it is going to be a painful journey. At least with the darkness runs, you can still see like sections of light. And so I can look at my screen and see, okay, this is like the angle I'm facing at, and like this is what I'm staring at. I can see all those lights still. And those lights are more than enough a majority of the time for me to be able to tell like where I'm at, what I'm doing, what I'm aiming at. Because I've run 100% 30, 40 times. I would say full runs. The first 5 minutes of a run, I would say, are my strongest suit, just because I've done that. Oh, well, that's an annoyance. That's an actual annoyance. Oh, that is a really big annoyance. This is a really big annoyance. And honestly, I'm here to cheer him on every step of the way, because he did chapter 1. Technically he did have like chat help, but it honestly didn't really matter in the section where chat assisted, because if I were in his position, I would have double checked the battery section. gone over every single spot again just to double check. But he... A lot of speedrunners that I've seen, they have a level of insanity that I don't think I could ever maintain. I speedrun for fun, but the moment it becomes unfun, if like I'm getting frustrated with my performance, I quit because it's no longer fun for me. It's why a lot of my best runs have ended up being ones where I just do it randomly. Like I had almost PB'd on my 100% no major skips run just by saying, I'm gonna just do a meme run where I put it back down to 60 FPS and see what happens. And if I hadn't messed up on the train code, I would have had 2-3 seconds faster time. I found that hilarious. But I can't. I don't have the mentality to grind out a run over and over and over again. Like, even with Venge, I didn't do that. I'm still trying to decide, like, what I would want to speedrun next. Like, I kind of want to practice the darkness runs. But I've also been thinking of, like, other games that I have. And I don't know if, like, I want to speedrun a game that's been heavily speedrun, or if I want to speedrun something that might not have as big of a community. This is my staircase. I can't mine that away, unfortunately. My thinking right now, what I might end up doing, is I haven't touched this game in a while, but I still need to get all the achievements. I have games I need to get all the achievements for. It's not just like Venge, which I said I was getting all the achievements, and then I got like a majority of them, and I gave up because some of them just weren't triggering for me. No, or they were too painful to deal with. Little Nightmares, the original and Little Nightmares 2. I said I was gonna get the achievements for all of them. I still have not done that. Absolute flake. I will admit I am a procrastinator and absolute flake when it comes to that. And since one of the achievements requires no death and I think finishing the game in an hour or something, I don't remember how exactly it works. The achievement is supposed to be something like you're different. Essentially, you're built different. I need to figure out how to get that achievement. I know that like the guides to get the achievement have talked about like having multiple versions of the game open at the same time, and if you die, just reopen another one. Actually, no. That's something else. No, it's if having copying your game, like having the game on an external drive, so like a flash drive or something, and then if you die, revert back to your last actual save. And well, yes, you could do that. I know the game's difficult, but that's still a little bit cheaty. That just feels a little bit too cheaty for me. I want to see if I can actually get the achievement legit. So, I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow. Might be some other time when I do it. But yeah, that would be a challenge. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm digging into a lava pool, unfortunately. I can't go that further anyway. But let's see. Let's look it up. I'm curious now with the new updates and the new digging levels. Diamonds. How? The ore is found at level 15, most commonly between -50 and -64, levels 59. -59 and -58 are the perfect levels to mine at, as they don't contain bedrock, as it starts spawning at -60. So when you get to level digging, oh boy. Okay. Where are we at? 54. So this is 55. 56. 57. 58. 3. So I'm currently looking. So I'm currently looking at 58. So 58 and 59 are both below me at the moment. Is this level 60 I'm staring at? Where is the... I can't even use commands to figure out like where I'm at. Target fluid, 60. Okay, so this is 60. That's 59. Got it. That's all I need to know. Alright. Okay, this is very bright. There we go. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is unmute over here. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so I've got some stuff. I have a path that leads right down to a mine that we'll use for getting diamonds. I will say the last time I actually built a diamond mine was back when diamonds only spawned at like levels between like levels 5 and 14 or something like that. It's been a while. Okay, well, this is a bit of a struggle. I'm gonna be readjusting my streaming schedule. Originally, I wanted to stream every day, but then I realized that I don't have the energy for that. And I'd rather not be streaming low energy all the time. It's not as exciting. So it's gonna be a Friday, Saturday, Sunday schedule. As long as I'm not busy with something else, which can happen with school and everything, but I think my original thinking was something like FNAF Fridays. Or it could just be scary games in general. And then Saturdays would be like downtime, so games kind of like Minecraft, or maybe like other games that I have. Random assortment. Anywhere from like Town of Salem to Minecraft to Satisfactory, any of those games. And then Sundays, do a bit of speed running. I think that's the plan. Okay. There we go. Let's make some more iron picks. I'm gonna grab water. Need some before I'm absolutely desperate to like take like a 10-minute break or something and go and get caffeine because I have to leave to go get it, unfortunately. So let me grab some water. Okay. I had a minor headache as well, so that feels better. I think we'll probably, yeah, I'm gonna adjust this so it's 2 high, 3 wide instead. I'm just gonna make it uniform all the way down here, and then we're gonna go with the 2x3. That was interesting. Nothing interesting so far. Alright, well, while we wait for, you know, something to dig up that's interesting. Ooh. Maybe I'll wait on that one. Yeah, I think we're gonna hold off on any sort of story time for like the next minute and a half. So this is one of the tracks I used called Pink Flamenco, I believe. Yeah, okay, that's showing it properly. It has a great start. It's a little bit slow, and then it starts to pick up the tempo and the pace, adds in a little bit more instruments. But then about like a minute and a half in, it gets super loud. And then it calms itself down and ends. So we'll hold off on any storytelling until I'm no longer having to compete with this for your ability to hear. Alright, so I guess I shouldn't promise story time because this is a little more of like fact sharing than actual story time. But I've been watching several different TV shows lately. First one up shouldn't be too much of a surprise. I've been rewatching Power Rangers. I was rewatching through Lost Galaxy, and I think I'm like 3 episodes out before they end up in the Lost Galaxy. I nearly get trapped there. But I've gone to past Magna Defender, his arrival, and his eventual character development and growth. Which, you know, watching it the first time, yeah, it was a bit depressing. Watching it now is just even more depressing. Like his whole story. Thanks for the lurk, Mitch. Not very many characters die in Power Rangers and actually stay dead. And he is one of those few, along with his son. I would say it's up there on my list, but I think I'd have to go with Time Force. Time Force has to be my favorite season. The relationship between Wes and Eric It's certainly one to remember. Yeah, it is. What am I digging up here? Tough. Interesting. Oh, wow. Interesting. All-time favorite theme song. I think I would have to go with the original by Ron Wasserman. If you listen to the full version, is I don't know, there's just something about it. I would play it, but then I would fear, you know, copyright and DMCA. Both Twitch and YouTube would be coming for me. But a majority of the themes I really like. I really liked during the Disney era oh. Yeah, I've had the unfortunate loss of never actually seeing any of it until I was almost an adult, so at heart I was, I guess, a bit of a kid, but that was interesting. That was... That was one of the sadder episodes. And it definitely changed the direction of the show. 'Cause, the direction of the show, originally, if you watch it closely, like if you watch it back, Danny Slavin and Valerie Vernon's characters were originally gonna end up together. Like, you could see it guiding towards that, and then when they had to take out Kendricks because Valerie ended up having to go through chemotherapy for a period of time, they went with a different direction, with Leo falling for some other character, and then that character never showing up again. I would say from Turbo all the way up to RPM. I really enjoyed the diversity of the themes. Especially when you get to Mystic Force and Operation Overdrive, where they're both raps, which was new for Power Rangers, because previous ones had never been raps. Oh, hello, creeper. Go away. Yeah, I don't remember where I figured that out. I think I may have like done trivia or something. like looked up stuff or looked at the trivia for episodes because I was curious and like I was wondering, did she as an actress leave the show? Like what happened? Because I was used to what happened with Mighty Morphin with half their cast leaving because of a multitude of reasons. Each their own. So I was wondering if it had something to do with that, and it wasn't. So bark. Bark, bark. I got a doggo. He is the best doggo ever. I'm just keeping him from constantly being soaked in water at the moment. Okay. Time for more digging. Maybe we'll find diamonds somewhere down here. I have no idea where the creeper went. It fell somewhere. I think it may have died in the lava, honestly. Hmm. Two and three. But another TV show I've been watching, which is related to all of this. Currently I'm watching Dairanger. Gosei Sentai Dairanger, specifically. In case you weren't aware that that's the full name. I'm throwing stuff. Also, I forgot how loud this track is. Let me just grab this and just turn that down a little bit. Can I interact with this at all? There we go. Yup. It was partially adapted. The Megazord makes an appearance. Megazord. Dairano, I think is how it's pronounced. I have never learned Japanese. The closest I've gone is Korean, which helps with a little bit with pronunciation. But not entirely. But yeah, the Dairano and the Kiba Ranger were both the only things that were adapted. And watching the show, like, somebody on a YouTube video for like the full intro song commented like their reasoning for why it was probably not adapted, and watching it makes sense. It's the Dairangers weren't really that strong in terms of power. They were one of the weaker teams, and they ended up losing more of the time than not. I mean, they would end up winning, but like it was a fight for them. Like they struggled against the Gorma. And a majority of the footage is is either in or out of costume. Like there's not a whole lot of Megazord battles for Power Rangers in that sense. But this commenter also mentioned that at the time, Power Rangers had only just taken off, and they didn't want to drastically change the show by like using a whole different costume or whatever. So they stuck with the regular ones, and then they added in the White Ranger, and then they adapted. I don't remember which season it was, but the second adaptation ended up being the Alien Rangers, which was, I think, a total of 10 episodes. But yeah, I started watching Zyuranger. I finally know what it is. When I was talking about it before, I was so confused. I'm like, I know what it's called. I don't remember how to pronounce it. Yes. I started watching it because I got bored of waiting for Power Rangers to come out on Netflix. And I think I found my bread and butter with Super Sentai. Of course, now I'm starting to have questions and doubts about it with the Kiba Ranger. I don't know why I'm laughing about this. Kiba Ranger is a kid amongst young adults, and he never learned how to respect women, I guess is the best way to put it. The kid does some not so great things to the only female ranger, and then gets upset as to why she lied to him about his mother, or like tricking him into thinking that his mother had come back to Tokyo. I haven't gotten past that point, and I'm hoping that the kid grows up. Cause it got awkward real quick. I still have no idea why I'm laughing about this. I certainly wasn't laughing when I first watched it, so I don't know why I'm laughing now. Maybe it's just one of those awkward things that you don't normally talk about out loud. And so talking about it out loud is just really weird. Moving on. I'd started watching Super Sentai and I enjoyed it. And yeah, I think that's the majority. I really enjoy it. I'm glad that I have access to watching, I'd say, a dozen of the seasons at the moment. At least a dozen of the seasons, starting with the first adaptation, so. And the show's gotten me close to crying multiple times, which is more than I can say for Power Rangers. I've only cried in one specific instance twice. And it was the same exact scene. I had watched it twice and I cried both times I watched it, so. Yeah, I currently don't have access to those seasons, but it'd be really cool to actually watch those. Because those are the two Neo Saban's, like, seasons. Well, Samurai and Megaforce, on top of Super Samurai and Super Megaforce. I guess those 4 seasons. They kind of got repetitive after a while. Samurai suffered from having to stick too closely to the source material because they tried to get it out as quickly as possible in time for the original air date, essentially. So I know that at least for the beginning of the first season, there was some issues, and you can tell in their acting that there were some issues. But yeah, when those eventually come out, I can't wait to watch them. I think it's how you copy paste it. And Time Force had the benefit of being back during a time when they were still hiring actors for like their martial arts abilities. As you watch in later seasons, they start reverting to focusing more on like their weapons and not martial arts. Like they still have them, out of costume, I would say, but it's just not utilized as much. And but yeah, it's how you copy paste it. I think is you have to get creative with the copy paste. It would have been interesting if they could have gotten away with killing off Eric. Something that isn't allowed with kids television in here in America. No, I think I preferred Eric's character development over what I've read of Timefire, that's right, Timefire. I don't remember his original name. I have yet to watch the season. I would say one of the things that definitely worked was how quickly you became attached to the characters. Like how they wrote the story. Like you got to know the characters and get connected to them pretty quickly early on. I would say with Samurai, it definitely took a bit longer And with certain characters, it took having like their own like focused episode before like I actually cared about them in that sense. Like with Antonio having to deal with not being a true samurai and dealing with that reality and proving his worth. Emily learning that she doesn't need to bully herself. Those episodes. It's the start that counts. You have to have a good start. Time Force had, I almost want to say the whole the first half of the first episode almost felt like original footage. Like they recorded it all themselves, like it's American made. Because Ransik is an American villain. And a lot of it's out of costume as well. So I'm pretty certain a majority of it is American made. And it explains like their whole story. Like you have a basic understanding of who Time Force is and like their whole goal. So by the time they have to morph into action, you already know who they are in that sense. I don't know, I'm not a film or TV critic. I don't know these terminology stuff. I just know that cardboard acting is painful to watch and doesn't make for great TV. Bark. See, even my dog agrees. Maybe I have so much Deep Slate. I have no resources. There's nothing down there. It's okay. I would have to sit down at this point and rewatch Samurai whenever it eventually shows up. Because I can rewatch Time Force whenever I want to, but Samurai has yet to make its way onto YouTube, which is where it seems Hasbro has been uploading all of the old seasons. Okay, come over here. Come on. There we go. Because I'm currently running off of memories from like, I want to say at least 2 years ago. Because I think I watched Samurai once. And then I never rewatched it. It was a time of when I was just trying to get through all the seasons so that I had yeah, it was a very interesting time. I was watching by that point, I was watching a majority of the episodes just so that I could get through like all the story stuff, like all the canon and lore of Power Rangers, because I wanted to be prepared for when Dimensions in Danger came out. So I knew like who like everyone was. That's honestly how I felt with Megaforce. Megaforce was a constant. Watch the first 10 minutes of the episode when they're as normal everyday kids, see what the episode's about, and then get to the Megazord fight and just fast forward through it. Alright, next episode. I actually prefer it when my TV shows make me hesitate to continue watching the show. Yeah. Megaforce is what happens when you hire a model to be a Power Ranger. Nothing against the actor. I think his name's Andrew. But no. I think people have also said Jonathan Zacher, who's part of production, is to blame for the cardboard acting of that season, because he said he wanted, I guess from how I understand it, he had wanted an emphasis on the action and not the acting, the storytelling, which just ended up making the show even worse. I'm reading the trivia. Yeah. Yeah, probably not. It's probably not a good idea. Also, there's so much food in this chest. There's just so much in there. I would say the anniversary episode wasn't even necessarily that bad. Yeah. Well, from how I understand it, and I think the show could have, like that season could have done a whole lot better if they'd gone with it originally. But Saban had originally wanted to just straight start with adapting Gokaiger and skip whatever Megaforce was adapted from. And honestly, I think if they had introduced Orion earlier on, if Gia had had her own individual episodes, I guess, that would have helped. It wouldn't replace the whole really poor acting, the cardboard acting that the show had, but it could have at least made the show a little bit more interesting. Oh, Gosiger. Okay. Probably butchering that entirely, but until I hear them shout it in their intro, I'm never gonna know how it's actually pronounced. That poor sheep has been sheared and can never grow its wool back. I am so sorry, my friend. Don't blame me. Blame the person that sheared you. It's raining. You know what? I know how to get back. Why don't we climb this hill and see if we can figure out what Fox is doing? I think he might be off, like, not doing anything at the moment, but I'm curious to see where he's standing at the very least. I don't like this hill in the slightest. This is... Excuse. Ignore me. Oh, is it getting... I think it's getting dark. I think it's getting nighttime. Well, not gonna matter, because I don't think the other two are online at the moment. So, we get to just slowly run around. So, I think if I can go this way... Oh no, that's not good. Oh boy. Drop. Drop. Okay, I can't deal with both of you. Fox, why did you have to leave it on? Did I? Oh, I guess I dumped my arrows somewhere. Dude, just... Okay. Well, that was a fail. Okay. Got some membrane. I guess. Is there a pathway down? There is. There's a fox in a hole. Hi, Fox. I see you may have had an Enderman stop by. Also, Fox got the voluntary exile achievement, meaning that if he goes near a village, a raid would start. Or potentially... There's a spider above me. I don't know where Cupcake is. She could be at the village with coordinates that she had posted a while ago. I never saved them, unfortunately, but I think I'm gonna hang out here for the rest of the night. Yeah, the mentioned something I never elaborated on it, but when I was watching Power Rangers in Space, I was hesitant to watch like the last 5 episodes of the season because I did not want to see how it ended. I read the synopsis for the ending episodes and I was like, I don't really want to watch it. And I spent, I don't know, a few weeks before I watched it. And then I just started speedrunning watching Power Rangers again. I think I may have slowed down at Time Force. Actually, in general, Lost Galaxy, Lightspeed Rescue, and Time Force have probably slowed down for a while in there. Wild Force was the season I counted down the number of minutes I had remaining to watch that show. I wonder what Raven's up to. Steam keeps popping up with notifications that he's playing 2 different games. Pops up over and over and over again. I'm curious as to like where Dino Fury's gonna go. I've tried looking at the I say as I remember I told myself I would look it up and then I never actually paid attention to it. Let's see. So if we go to grnrngr.com, Screen Ranger with all the vowels taken out. You can go through this. Ruf Solger. Right, yep, I already have that open. I was curious to figure out... Okay, Void King is a character that appears. Void Knight. Guy Sorg. Hello? I keep hearing something, and I'm confusing myself. So, Guy Sorg and... Perseus. So, Guy Sorg appears for all 50 episodes? However many episodes there are in the season? 47... I don't... Knowing the Sentai version, I can go pull it up. Yep, there we go. And figure out what actually happened to... Like, in the stock footage that they're going to use, what ends up happening to these characters. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. Final episode. Hmm. If this is the ending that's provided, there's stock footage. I wonder how this is gonna get adapted. Because he survives and gets dragged off for a grand adventure in Ryosolgar. And never mentioned again. So who knows what's gonna happen to so this is Perseus, Void King. Void Knight specifically. What did I say his name was? Let me see if I can spell it. I spelt it so wrong, I think. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Void Knight is a set of animated knight armor. So this is in Sentai in the Sentai season. It developed its own evil sentience with an insatiable desire to hunt strong opponents to make them hosts against their will. So armor is purified later on and put on ownership of some other character. Interesting. It's actually been around, I guess, for a bit, maybe? Hmm. Interesting. Multiple people have worn this set of armor. Some had control over their actions, some lost control. Or the armor took control over them. Interesting. Jack-o'-lantern Minosaur. Very curious as to when that character, if that character showed up. Jack-o'-lantern Minosaur. Squash plate. I should have just shared my computer screen and we could have just done all this journey together instead of me doing it on my phone. I didn't want to crash my game again. Also, I was really hoping that, you know, a certain someone would come back online. Specifically the person I'm standing on top of it. Knock knock. Anyone home? Candygram for Mickey D. Fox. Nope. Okay. Got it. That explains the direction of like why Dino Fury took the direction of Tager? I forget what his I forget the character's name. The person who is Void Knight, or is Void Knight, I guess, in Dino Fury. The character only was evil for a period of time, and then was like, yeah, I just wanted my wife back. I didn't want to destroy humanity. And that explains why he turns good in a sense. Because halfway through Rusilgar, I say as I don't know how to pronounce the word. Armor gets purified and loses its sentience. So it is neither good nor evil, it's just a set of armor at that point. Though I think, given what's on the website, it looks like it appears in every episode. Which is interesting. So, there might be a chance for, Tager's, for Void Knight's soul, I guess, that he, you know, he's able to regain control, essentially. There's hope. I don't know what direction the show's going, but I guess we'll find out at some point when they release the second half of season 2. Wow, would you look at that? The farm's already... I fell. The farm looks almost like it's ready to be harvested again. Gotta love a high tick rate. You know what? I have an idea. Why don't we do this? We'll take all the wheat and all the characters. I say characters, I meant carrots. I just realized what I said. So my brain might no longer be functioning. That's a possibility. Let's see. There's Dino Charge. There's Dino Thunder, Dino Charge, Dino Supercharge, and Dino Fury. And technically, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was originally going to be called Dino Rangers, I believe. I believe that was where it was. They were going to initially call it that, and then they're like, you know what? We might not stick with the Dino theme for very long, so why don't we switch it out? If I remember correctly. So we'll just fill out this row and then take all the other carrots. Like, okay. I mean, you're right. There's a lot. I think this is my biggest pet peeve since Hasbro has taken over Power Rangers or taken ownership. Biggest pet peeve. So, Dino Thunder episode 4. I think it's called Legacy of Power. I believe that's the episode name. It shows a lot of archive footage. You watch through it. I have to go rewatch it myself, but from what I remember and what I recall, you watch through it, it's original archive footage. Everybody that shows up, like all the characters, it's original voices. So like, I don't need to give an example. You go to Beast Morphers. Season 2, depending on what you're looking at on IMDb, it's episode 22 called Making Bad. It's the episode where they're trying to figure out which evil should we choose to be the villain. Or like the villain that we remake using diamonds to make them like super powerful, and they land on Goldar. Which, okay, whatever. I don't know why they chose it, but they did. I mean, I know why, but still. You watch the stock footage, and it upsets me to no end that characters are being voiced by people that aren't the original actors. And Dino Fury takes it to a whole nother level. I don't remember which episode this one is, but they were talking about, I think it's in season 2, is one of the more recent episodes where they talked about making like a bike. It was the gifts. It had something to do with giving gifts episode. They remaking one of the bikes to like assist in whatever they had to do. And so they were rewatching certain scenes, and they brought up the one from Mighty Morphin season 2, where the Power Rangers get the shark cycles, I believe is what they were called. Billy talks, it's David Yoss's voice. Rocky talks, it's Steve Cardenas' voice. Tommy Oliver talks, and it's some random dude. They couldn't be bothered to use Jason David Frank's voice. I'm so mad. I did a double take and re-listened. I'm like, wait a second, this sounded right up until this point. And I realized why. And my guess is, and it's the reason why, like, in the Beast Morphers one, why Leo's character is not voiced by Danny Slavin. In the, it's the reunion episode between the Astro Rangers and the Lost Galaxy Rangers with the Psycho Rangers and all that. My guess is it has to do with they have to pay those actors if they use their characters' voices. Like if they use the voice lines, the original ones. I'm guessing there's some agreement going on. And people like Jason Frank and Danny Slavin, like the bigger, well-known ones, probably cost way more than David Yost and Steve Cardenas. Honestly, I would not be surprised at all. That or they were like, look, we could just get away with changing the voice and no one's gonna notice. Sure. Alright, that's my rant. That's my rant for the day. Oh. Trying to think. What do I want to do? Probably start designing something. I guess I could start with the floor. Just take out the floor. Honestly, this might look kind of nice. I will need a new pickaxe though. I was kind of curious why they ended up calling it Dino Fury. Granted, they also had multiple seasons in a row. Or not in a row, but they have multiple seasons that have Force in the name. Maybe original naming convention is difficult. Bark, bark, bark. I'm getting dragged away. There we go. Not too concerned about copper at the moment. It's a building resource, but it's not a commodity needed at the moment. Well. The next thing would be to change out the walls, I think. But I don't know what I want to do yet. And honestly, this might look a little weird if I made it all wood. Be like, why do you have flooding in your house and yet you have wood walls? Like, what are you up to? I will fix these doors though. Yeah, I think that's... No. There we go. I think for this, however, I think I want to do this. I did not want to do that. Struggling here. Give me a moment. There we go. I want to do this. We'll dump the door in here. Grab a couple bit of wood. And then we're gonna make that. There we go. Gonna put one there. Ugh. Okay. I forgot about this. This is an issue. That's an issue. I don't like that. I think we're just gonna have to go with the water. That totally looks legit. It's a legit door. This is great. I don't like this. Why are you doing this? What is the deal with the door? I don't understand this door. I honestly don't know what to do with this door. I think the issue might be... That's not good. Okay. Maybe if we do this, this might help. No, that's not helping. There's an issue with the actual door, I think. Can I... Okay. That took a moment. That was stressful. So is the lag going on? That is not where I meant to put that at. Sure, we'll go with that. I didn't realize trapdoors could get waterlogged now, but alright. Okay. Alright. I'm pretty certain if I go this direction, Yup, here we go. Here's the way out. Granted, I think my entrance was over here. And I went this direction. Yup. I went this way, I think. See if I can, get back before I drown. Yep, okay. It took me a bit of time to get over here. So I didn't know if I could actually get back to the surface without drowning. Guess it's possible. Okay. Interesting. Okay. That there. Alright. I think this is where I'm gonna end it. It is getting a little bit late. My guess is the others are probably asleep at the moment, so asleep but online. As long as they're all safe online, it's alright. I got a doggo. I'm gonna name you. I will. You're good. You're gonna be a good boy, and you're not gonna run around in the water, because only bag doggos do that. You don't need to be shaking your fur every 5 seconds. Oh, but I hope you all enjoyed. I'm gonna turn off full screen. Oh, that was bright. I had fun. I love how my Minecraft screen goes really dinky at this. I'll be streaming tomorrow. Don't know what I'll be doing yet. Yeah, it's been quiet lately. But I might end up doing a little bit of I might either try doing like practicing darkness runs for Poppy playtime, or I might pull out some other game like Little Nightmares or say Undertale and play through that. Undertale would be interesting. I've played that game to death, or I did ages ago. I think I've played, like, fully played through the game 20 times, testing out different things because I'm curious about dialogue. I pretty much became Flowey in that game, and I was like, I'm done. I was with Flowey, I'm done. But we'll see. We'll see what tomorrow brings. But I hope you all enjoyed. Take care. And I will see you all later. I also enjoyed this conversation. This is one of the few topics you could get me started and I could go for hours on, so I enjoyed it. I will see you all later. Bye!